There you go. Uh-oh. Welcome to an episode, Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerd friends talk about all things nerd, pop culture, and everything else related. I am one third of the nerd, Sonny. The other two nerds at this table, the one you regularly see here every now and then, are Manny and Frank. What's going on, guys?
You don't see us together that often anymore.
Oh man,
I feel
it's
like
terrible.
this is
True.
the 100th episode.
It's my
Yeah,
fault.
right. It feels like that
It
sometimes.
is my fault. I'm the worst.
You son of an IT man. That's okay. No worries. So what's going on, guys? What's
I'm
new?
a son of a candy factory man.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Candy Factory fan? What?
Yeah, I used to bring candy home at night. And I'd be like, "What candy you got?"
Hey, what you got?
Hi, boy. I'm here with my
Hi,
candy.
boy. Here's your damn candy. Get the hell out of here.
So
It was always like lemon heads and stuff, so it wasn't like the greatest stuff, but it
was
was
something.
cool. I'll eat it.
You know what? I didn't mind the lemon heads. I thought they were all right. They weren't my favorite, but they were good though.
They grew on me.
Lemonheads is pretty damn good. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but after you have them like for 3 years nonstop,
yeah, it is true.
Oh,
you're like, damn
Takes
it,
all on
lemon
you.
heads again.
Damn it, oh man, give me something new. But
Couldn't you go to the other side of the factory and steal something for me?
can you commit thievery?
How about those Mike and Ikes? Those are really good.
Can't you risk your job and your livelihood for my candy preferences?
Who needs school? It's fine.
Who needs a home? Come on.
Like, how would he take them? Like, he would just grab a handful and put them in his pocket?
No, they give them boxes, little small box like that. You
Oh,
just
they
bring
would
a bunch.
give him boxes? Were
Yeah,
they
like-
marked lemon heads, or were they like unmarked
It was
boxes?
just like it was like a commercial box, like a box you would find at the store.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they just be like, I guess they gave it to him. I don't know if it's true or what. I'll have to ask him someday.
I mean,
Daddy, did you steal all that candy?
From what I understand, with a lot of factories, they have a lot of overstock stuff that maybe the
Or
box
box
is messed
broke
up.
open.
They can't sell them, whatever. And so, yeah, just take them home. Fucking, we don't care.
Yeah, poison your kid with
Yeah.
this
Get your
candy. That's all-
Get your kids hooked now.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
Sorry
I
for
think
that.
that's enough for down memory lane here.
You got me there.
You got me, Sal. Well, we'll talk about the Obi-Wan show later. Maybe we'll dance around spoilers for Frank, unless he doesn't care. But we'll kind of
dance around because
we'll try to
I do
dance
care.
around. We'll dance around. We'll try to insinuate to get you more excited so you can actually watch it for once.
I feel like dancing. Dancing.
Besides that, I
I'm
guess
glad
we
you
just
have a
get into
webcam.
it.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
me
you
too.
that.
See my beautiful face again.
I can tell you
Yes.
that much.
And the bandana. I gotta get me a bandana.
I thought I'd bring back the quarantine look.
I should get a Rambo style one, like where he's like and a knife.
A little bow knife. Do you guys got any news for us?
I have
Just
one, but
curious.
it's really old already.
Ah, screw it. Bring it
Could I
up.
say it?
We didn't really do news like the
I
past 2
got-
weeks.
I got two.
Good.
Okay.
So I don't have any. You guys can.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave it up to you guys.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mine
Frank, why
is
don't you go first?
mine is Prey, the
Okay.
Predator movie for Hulu.
Yes,
August 5th, director of 10 Cloverfield Lane.
correct.
Wait, it's a movie?
Yeah. it's a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Why am I surprised about that?
I don't know.
Probably because it's not Hulu or. That's
I don't know.
actually interesting. I wonder if I would prefer a show. There's never been a Predator show.
No, I don't think so. No, it hasn't.
And Fox doesn't have like a streaming service, right?
No. Well, yeah,
If they-
Hulu now. Yeah.
They did. Oh, okay. So they should do a series, man. They should try to change the pace. I feel like they keep failing on Predator. Like the last
it
one, they
work?
kind of just gave up.
Could it work as a show though? I mean,
I
like
think
because
it could.
general course concept is just predator chase people down to kill, and then it's just big action scene.
I mean, imagine Predator 2. Like if you expand on the gang stuff, the cop stuff, the lost predators, you get more of that. I mean, if you made that into a show, I think it'd be pretty good. But you need the right team behind it. They always seem to
Get the wrong guy.
screw it up. Yeah. I think you could. But anyway, I mean, I'm a diehard Predator fan. Like they could make 20 crappy movies, and I'll watch the 21st one just to see if it's any good.
Sure.
Would you admit which one's crappy though?
The last one was not.
Or are you just blinded by all the love?
Oh no, I can admit it, but I don't really mind AVP or Requiem. I actually like those better than the 2018 or 2016.
Yes. Well, something like that.
Yeah.
The one by Shane Black, right? Is that what I'm talking about?
No. That I forgot about that one. I love that one actually.
You're talking about the
one with
Rodriguez
Sterling
one.
K. Brown or whatever, and the one with the kid who wears the mask and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's Shane Black.
Oh, that was Shane Black?
Yeah. Rodriguez did
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Predators.
Rodriguez one I enjoyed. I remember we saw in theaters. Me
Yeah,
and Manny, and I don't know if Sonny was there.
I don't know.
But I had to see it.
it.
You enjoyed it at the time, but you probably forgot.
Beats me.
Dude, this is a long time ago. This is like 2009 or 2010 or
early 2010s. I think.
Remember the one with Brody and Trejo?
Yeah, Trejo was
very.
He's like, I was falling through the sky and then Chingao. It was just funny. His lines are funny. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it's gonna be good, but if I'm surprised, then I'm surprised and I'll be happy.
Sure. I always wanted something like this.
That's
kind
a cool
of
idea. Yeah.
Native Americans in like what would you say, like what would the decade or time period be, more or less, I guess. Trying to think.
Probably what, like 1600s or
I don't know. Like fur trappers and the Native Americans were still allowed to be Native Americans. Like that era of America. This one looks good. Looks interesting. It looks a little more low tech, and what I mean by that is I don't see like his electrical nets or high powered weapons. Like he always have a shoulder cannon, but it looks more like toned down a little bit from the trailer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's not like at a super advantage over the prey.
Right. Yeah. Because that was always one of my big issues, I guess, just from like a concept where like he was basically more like a big game hunter, like a rich guy that just had a bunch of guns and goes shoot like a tiger that was like taking a bunch of pills. And I kind of want more like an actual hunter. Do you remember the episode from Samurai Jack with the hunters?
The ones that hunt the giant elephants, or what is it?
They're like they're like half lion, half man type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's always kind of what I wanted.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be like an awesome movie to see.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes like in AVP, they try to point out the honor that they have, where they won't attack like an old man who looks like he's about to die.
Right.
But it's also a little unfair. I mean, he's got a freaking laser disc. He's got a laser on his shoulder. He's got a spear. He's super strong.
Super fine discs.
It's like, dude, I mean, how is it fair and you're cloaked? And it's like, you find that fair to like hunt a human who can basically cut his finger and die if he doesn't clean his cut? Like, that doesn't seem too fair. But I mean, I'm interested. So.
Yeah, I'm actually curious of where they got the idea from, because the reason I say that is I don't know if you remember that show from YouTube, the movie Schmodown show, where like a bunch of nerds come on YouTube show and they like have this like contest about movies. They're like, pitch me this type of movie, and then they have like 10 minutes to tell you a pitch. It was kind of cool show.
Oh no, I never did.
It was cool. So Max Landis actually told like, give me a Predator movie synopsis, and his was like Native American. It was like just bows and arrows, and it was just like a real simple or maybe it was cavemen, but like it was like very no gun, just air guns, bows and arrows and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was like,
so low tech.
Familiar. Yeah, very low tech, and I was like, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's kind of suspicious, but
it was kind of cool. And what was it? The Rodriguez one, I think there's a Yakuza who has like a one-on-one samurai duel
Yes,
with
yeah.
the predator. That was cool.
Yes, that was awesome.
I
That was
enjoyed
good.
that.
You know what? I think that movie gets a little too much hate.
That's a good movie,
but
man.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I really
I
like
thought it
it.
was fun.
I love, that I love stranded movies, so I like that they're stranded and it's a small team, and I thought it introduced a lot of cool stuff like those predator hounds
Yes, that was cool.
and the little drones and like the
And
fact that they fight each other and stuff like that.
yeah, and I kind of wanted more of like that idea that they had in the movie of like there's these really big predators and these normal sized predators and they're like at war.
Different
It's
classes
like
and
a
stuff.
yeah, and I was like, I always wanted more of that, but we kind of
Yeah,
went back to the old formula of just
I know.
I hunt you because I got a lot of guns.
Because the comics actually have a lot of expanded stuff.
Yes, they do. A
So
lot.
a whole lot. So there's so much they could do, but they just never get the right team.
Yeah.
But hey, keep cranking them, keep trying. I mean, I love
yeah, which is
I love
nice.
the idea and everything. So I mean,
If you had someone in mind, I don't know if you thought about it over the years, just like, oh, I think this guy would do good. Is there anyone that pops in your mind, goes like, I think I want to see him do a Predator movie?
oh, a creator, you mean?
Yeah, creator
Oh
or
man,
writer.
I really have not thought about it because I leave Predator really far back in my mind. Like it doesn't come up a lot for me. Like I won't look at something and be like, oh, that would make something good for Predator, but I might now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have anybody
Okay,
right now off the top of my head.
gotcha. I I don't think they've ever had like a pure horror director guy do it. I would kind of like to see someone in the horror realm. I
Yeah,
don't have anyone offhand, but
that'd be interesting.
someone to do like someone with like a horror background to like do a Predator movie. I think it would be a little different from like just the normal pace of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. They got to try something new, and I guess this is their attempt.
Yeah.
I don't know how they gauge success though on this. Like, I mean, is it going to be ratings, word of mouth? Like, how are they going to know if they should do more of this or what?
It's
gonna be ratings.
rating, yeah, like the amount of people that watch in the first week or something like that. Like, oh, this caught people's interest. They came out and saw it. They either got a free trial or they're watching it. Just kind of gauge it that way. Which is what streaming is. Just how many people can we get to watch in the first couple like week or two? Because when you bring someone in, they watched it. Maybe they'll be interested in something else. So they want to see what can bring in more eyes to the streaming service. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's good, and hopefully it inspires them to do more, I guess.
Yeah, I think
because I don't want it to go dormant for another 5 years.
yeah, because
you better go watch it then.
To do. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. It's on my calendar.
Nice.
It's on your calendar. You have wait, hold on. You have a calendar?
Yeah, man. I do everything on my calendar. Personal calendar.
Like phone calendar or like paper?
Like a phone. Like I just say like, remember to do this, remember to do that. Even if it's 6 months from now. Like
nice.
Just so I never forget
so
anything.
You made your own TV guide, basically?
Sort of, but I mean, I use it for everything. But if it's a movie I really want to watch, I don't want to forget or something, then I'll just put it on there.
Nice.
And then if it's like nighttime on that day, and I'll be like, oh yeah, there's a reminder here that says what you should watch Predator before you forget.
Call your own TV guide. That's funny.
Kind of. Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
That is funny. So yeah, we're
so
pretty
when
much
was the last Predator? Yeah, I know we talked a lot about this. Sorry.
Yeah.
2018. 2018 was the last one.
Oh yeah,
so
that's a while ago.
I guess that's not that long, but 4 years.
I mean, for like a pretty popular franchise, I think it's pretty long.
Prior to that, I mean, it was like 10 years. Or no, maybe 8.
Before we leave this topic, we just kind of want to ask Manny, what do you feel about the Predator franchise? Is it something you're interested in, or something just like meh?
I'm not gonna poo-poo it, but I'll watch it when it's around. But I'm not like clamoring for it like Frank here.
That's fair.
Frank, would you say you're clamoring for it on your TV guide?
Yeah, I mean it's on the guide. I love Predator. Anything Predator, I'm all for it.
Nice.
So yes, clamoring, but I'm scared because it might suck.
That's fair. So we'll definitely talk about that when it comes up for sure. So
I don't think it's gonna suck though.
No, I think at best it'll be average, which is all I hope for. I hope for average and wish for the best. So moving on from that piece of news, Manny, what do you got for us?
There is a Game of Thrones spin-off happening with Mr. Snow in the lead.
Oh yeah.
I for one am personally surprised that he's showing up. But
Yeah.
cool, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Were you guys really big Game of Thrones fans, or not really?
I was
Yeah.
definitely.
Not really. I
But then they
only
annoyed me,
watched like
you know.
3 seasons. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't
You
know.
only watched 3.
It never really grabbed me the way I thought I was going to.
I
So-
binged it like later. Like I wasn't there when it was happening.
Oh, gotcha.
But I was definitely into it. I did hear this, yeah, the Jon Snow show.
Yeah, which is a little weird, but
Because his story is kind of over. Like, what is he really gonna do now? Like,
Is it a prequel or is it after the fact?
It's after.
after the fact.
Oh well, I mean that story can have a lot because, spoiler alert, anyone who hasn't finished Game of Thrones yet, he's basically banished for doing something, and he goes with the wild ones, the wildlings, or
Wildlings.
the wildlings, and he's casted out into the cold north, and so there's a lot of room for like I think cool adventure stuff.
People were saying Arya would be better to follow.
You know what? I grew tired of her when I saw her. I didn't, I didn't follow all of her arcs.
I could see that. Yeah, she changed though, and I think it would be interesting because she's young and I don't know. Feels like Jon Snow got beaten down by the world, and he's not really gonna care about much. But I guess something will force him to rekindle his old ways or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't. I mean, they left such a rotten stain on that show that they really have to do a good job. I will watch it for sure. I like him. I like the character. I like the world. They just kind of really shit the bed and left.
And then there's a new one coming out in August 21st.
Is that the one in the
Oh,
past? The Dragons or House of the
Targaryens.
With Matt Smith,
good.
right?
That's all I can say.
Good old Matt Smith.
Everybody loves him, that man.
That man. Well, you know what? That man can save a show or a movie. Yeah. He
Matt
was what?
Smith. I think I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Oh. Yeah, he's good.
Oh, yeah, he is the Morbius guy.
Yeah, he's the one to say Morbius. It's from just being total shit show to be like, you know what? He was good.
Yeah, that was my nerd out like 3-4 weeks ago when I wasn't here, and then. But all I was gonna do is crap on it, so I don't really want to talk about it.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so you want to crap on it? Go ahead. Just keep pushing me back and back from watching it.
I just would rather like talk about.
Do it. Like they need to learn.
But before we go and crap on it, so yeah, that's coming out. I didn't see what date that was going to come out. I'm for one am sad how the whole show ended, especially kind of like the build up to it and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember the first episode here in Illinois. It was snowing, like the first episode of the last season. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, added some layers there.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'll sign up for it. Hopefully we get good stories out of it. And yeah.
I'll take whatever shot.
Nice. Do you guys have any more news?
I actually do. I lied. I actually did find one today. HBO is doing a Batman Aztec animated show.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. HBO was doing an animation show, Aztec Batman. Or it's a film, not a show. Sorry. The film follows a young Aztec boy who uses the temple at Tichocan, the Bat God, as a lair to confront the Spaniard invasion and avenge his father's death.
Oh my God! This. I saw this and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Aztec Batman, baby. That's what that is.
Batman, Aztec.
I'm looking at it right now.
Well, what was the full title? I just seen
looks
Aztec
really cool
Batman.
though. I like the design.
I want that as a poster on my wall.
The helmet and everything.
Looks awesome.
HBO Max. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah. Out of everyone.
Well, it looks like the Mexicans and Latinos are coming up in the world because they're making Blue Beetle and.
It's our time, baby.
How to get the Mexican Ghost Rider next?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Muscle car. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that one's awesome. They tried in the show, but I think it looked okay or whatever, but
It's a
was just.
Spanish language animated film.
Heyo.
Oh, really?
Nice.
What?
That's good.
That's ridiculous.
That's
That
ridiculous.
is no, in a good way though.
That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm very excited for that now. I
Yeah,
definitely want to see that.
this.
Oh yeah.
Choque de Imperios.
Ooh, vampiros.
Clash of the what? Imperials or
Yeah.
Emperors or something?
Clash of Empires.
The Bat Tenochtitlan, Battle of the Spaniard. Very cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Oh,
will be produced entirely in Mexico.
Heyo.
And showcase top talent from over there.
Hey HBO, I see how it is. You want money, you got it.
Well, Violet's gonna be naming everyone probably in that thing.
From the
That's actually
novellas
really
and
cool.
shit.
Yeah, from like everything, dude. Like she knows.
She's good about that stuff. Yeah.
Super good. Too good.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, who the hell?
What?
I remember like my family was excited about certain castings in superhero movies over the years, like because they're it's from the novela.
Really?
Like
who?
There was like a bodyguard in a
Are we
movie.
talking about MCU?
I don't think so. I think it was before that. And then
okay, that makes sense.
The guy from what is it called? From Dora, maybe? Dora the Explorer movie. Didn't they have like a novella guy in there? And there's a couple more, and they show up all over, and they're really good.
Yeah,
they're always really good. Which is a little surprising because they kind of ham it up for the for the novellas.
A little bit. No.
Man, I remember walking
they're
in.
Actually not. They're cheesy, but they're not as cheesy anymore. Like Violet watches some of them, still from Mexico.
Yeah.
Power of Apps, and they're not so cheesy, but like the music is still pretty.
Oh yeah, the music bad. My grandfather watches them every day, and I watch. Yeah, I watch a couple of them. Like, yeah, they've actually gotten better. Yeah, the music's still bad. Like, it's way over the top to hammy, but it is. They have gotten better surprisingly. But when I sit down and watch,
are so ridiculous.
Yeah, when I sit down and watch for like 86 to 60 days straight for a series, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe on Netflix.
No, that's a lot.
I mean, that's kind of cool though. Like every day a new episode.
Every day.
Yeah, every day for like years sometimes.
Oh yeah. So there's a couple I do have on my list. No, there are a couple I have
characters,
saved.
Right?
Yeah, there's a couple I have saved on Netflix that I'm gonna start sooner or later, but it's just finding the right time to do it.
How could you create that much content? Like that's insane.
I mean,
America has their own soap operas. Every day.
Because like
I just wonder what goes on for that much time.
They shoot and film all in one day. Like there's no time to like mess up your lines. You gotta keep going. If you mess it up, you gotta fix it on the spot. Keep going, and just There's great interview. Jason Eccles on. I'll forward to you guys if you're interested. He worked on soap operas for a little bit, and he's like, yeah, man, you show up, you had to learn your lines in the morning. We shot all day and afternoon. If you messed up, you kept going. We didn't have time to stop and start all over again. You just had to keep going.
They got to crank it.
Yeah, you got to boom, boom, boom. You got to go.
That's kind of cool because, I mean, that brings somebody with a strong work ethic, and it's a different skill to be able to do that. And you're bringing them to like a big movie or something.
Well, how many people have we actually seen from a movie go to a movie from these soap operas?
Probably more than we realize. I mean, a lot
possibly,
of when you find somebody you like and you go back in their history, you find that they started on weird little shows, like one little episode or something.
Margot
like that.
Robbie started on the Australian soap opera show.
I'm talking about like American ones.
Again, like there's probably a lot of people on it because like the Young and Restless has been on forever. Everyone's had stint on there somehow.
Or even like the medical shows and stuff. I mean, those are kind of those are sort of like that.
George Clooney came from what was it?
ER?
Yeah, ER.
But that's not a soap opera.
I mean, kind of.
Yes. Well, it's close. I mean, but no, it isn't.
That's not a soap opera because they're not filming that all in one day. You get
No,
me?
sure, but
Like
I
they
get
are
you.
with like
I
General
mean,
Hospital or something like that.
Not
like-
like the same level.
no,
you're
right. I
saying,
mean, like
right?
the reason why I say kind of is because TV has this kind of like same tight schedule. They don't have opportunities to mess up. Like we can retake a couple times, but we gotta get out. We gotta get this thing going. So on and so forth. It's kind
You
of
got
the
so much
same,
more to produce, so many more hours.
but it's kind of like in the same vein of like these very. You wouldn't like you don't watch them for the acting. You watch them for the crazy storylines or the crazy love triangles, and like, oh, this person's
Yeah.
hot. I'm gonna watch them. Type deal.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see the
Maybe that's why
correlation.
Grandpa watches
I mean, some of the women are beautiful. I don't blame them.
it.
Actually, a lot of them
100%.
are.
That's why.
Yeah, a lot of them are actually very.
There was a
gorgeous.
funny meme like where it's like even the weather girl is,
Yeah.
or like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like everything over there. It's like
Everything's
those
for the eye.
old game shows.
Oh Jesus,
Yeah, those are insane. Like 3 hours a day, right? Or every
for what?
weekend is like
I forgot what it was called. I used to watch one every Sunday morning for like years. It was like 5 hours long. It's crazy.
what with Don Francisco or which one?
No, it was different. It was
Oh, that was the Saturday one.
yeah. It was like on television or like
Yeah.
Galaxy TV or something like that. I can't remember, but it was like 4 or 5 hour Sunday morning variety show. It was like
Remember the
news and all that kind of stuff. Crazy.
one with the fat dude and the skinny lady?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's still on. Go doing that.
Is it still on?
Still on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
And
my
he's
God.
still
That
fat
made me just-
again after
He's still
losing weight.
fat. He's still fat. That's crazy. Holy shit. I didn't think it was still on. It's crazy what's still going on.
Sorry, she hears something outside. She's going nuts.
Attack! Attack!
She's in attack mode.
Hmm.
Shh. Hey.
Yeah, she really is. Get the squirrel. Get the raccoon. But anywho's,
Yeah, I think we can move on.
yeah, I think we're good on
anything
that
else?
I don't have any more news.
I got one more about Jurassic World.
Yeah, go ahead.
Frank, if you didn't listen, I didn't like the movie. But I think I told you guys.
I could see you not. I could see why. It was definitely too long.
That
but,
wasn't
the-
the reason. I like my long movies, especially if
alright.
I'm like nerding
I thought
out.
there was a lot of useless scenes, a lot of wasted time, and I was like feeling the time as it went on. I was like, oh, you guys gotta get to it here.
So I don't know if you remember the prologue that was shown, I think, in front of one of the Fast and the Furious movies. Do you
I didn't
remember
watch
that
it.
or no?
I
Okay.
didn't watch it. I didn't watch anything. In fact, I didn't know anything going in.
So this prologue was actually supposed to be the first 10 minutes of the show or something, or show of the movie.
Oh, okay.
And it was supposed to show the T-Rex versus the other main dinosaur, and then stuff from there, right?
And they showed that.
Then you're supposed to show, and then it shows the T-Rex like storming a drive-in movie theater.
Oh,
Is that where it's from?
What was that?
Is that where that was from?
Yep. And what annoys the hell out of me is that they keep showing that T-Rex, that whole drive-in movie theater thing,
Yeah.
when they talk about Jurassic World, and it's not even in the final cut. Well, I guess
I was gonna say there is no.
the
scene like
reason
that.
why it's not in the final cut is that I guess Universal Studios and Colin, the director, had a agreement how long the movie should be,
Yeah.
and that made it on the cutting room floor.
Really?
Like,
No.
how stupid is that?
Yeah.
Come on,
Well-
like 5
Well, I'm glad I
minutes.
didn't know because that would have annoyed me too.
Bro, but that opening scene was so well done, and I think it did key, not a key part, but one of the especially the ending, it would have made the ending that much better.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Do you know what I mean? Have you seen the prologue or no?
No, I have not.
All right, well, watch it. Prologue's pretty good.
Okay. But that's
Hold
not
on.
even chronological though, is it? It doesn't sound like it. What you're saying, those scenes.
It is. You'll see why. You have to
Okay.
watch the prologue. You have to see why.
I thought the action was good. When it was happening and there was a lot of it and a lot of dinosaur stuff.
Rawr.
A lot of them between I thought could have been cut.
I actually feel there wasn't enough dinosaur stuff.
Oh, dude, there's a lot. There was a lot.
I needed more, or maybe I got the wrong kind of dinosaur stuff. I guess you could
Maybe,
say that.
yeah.
Need more cabo.
And the way they
Because-
broke it up didn't make sense because there's a big part where it's like it gets boring. I mean, it's like dude, I mean, what we're here for dinosaurs, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you give me crickets. Anyway,
Yeah.
but there's a part where I should say you never got the part where I wanted to see humans interact with dinosaurs. That was the part. It was all on Owen and all that, but I wanted to see like normal people, and how they react with dinosaurs and how the dinosaurs react with people, kind
It
of
was
stuff.
always like it was only like a couple news clips for like 5 seconds in the beginning, and then the rest is
Yeah,
like, oh, forget about that. Who cares about that? It's like, well, we
yeah,
care about that. That's what we thought
Hmm.
this was gonna be.
yeah. It was, yeah. I
Time to
might like
definitely
it a
see.
little bit more later, but now, no, I'm super disappointed with it, and I'm kind of
Mm.
sad that that's how the trilogy has ended.
Yeah, man. I wasn't expecting much because of the last one,
Hmm.
I
but
think I liked the last one. I gotta watch the last one
I
again
don't know
because I
why. I
feel
just
like I
didn't
like
enjoy
it.
it.
I like the ending of the last one. I thought it was good. Wasn't too thrilled about the whole movie, but when they were at the mansion, all that kind of stuff, that stuff I liked. I thought that was good.
Maybe the stuff that happened in the mansion, like the twist, maybe
I
turned
like
some
this
people
one
off.
better than the last one.
Well, I can't really say the same. But anyway, I guess we can move on now. Again,
Anywho's
from that.
okay. Well, I guess nerd outs. Who would like to go first with their offerings?
I'll go.
Oh,
I have a few saved up.
All right,
I
please
saw
do.
Morbius. I really did not enjoy it. I won't spoil. I don't know if anyone cares, and it's been a while.
I'll watch it, but I don't care.
I was willing to give it a solid chance. Like I wasn't going in with negative kind of feelings towards it. I was just
Uh-huh.
trying to watch it for what it is.
Right.
But man, it really took a crap on itself. So yeah, I did not like it. Yeah, I gave it a pretty low rating. Besides that, I saw a movie called Duel, Dual, on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
It stars Nebula, which unfortunately I'm trying to remember her name, Karen
Karen
Gillan.
Gillian.
Yeah, and then Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
It is a strange premise. It's like this medical procedure that can offer you a clone for your family
Mhm.
if you have like a terminal illness. So this person has a terminal illness and they want to go ahead with the cloning thing.
Yeah.
So that she essentially kind of dies but doesn't die, I guess. Um,
Mm.
but behind the scene, or no, actually, what occurs is that if you somehow don't die but your clone is still there, the company who created the clone forces you to fight that clone to determine who is going to live.
Jesus,
It's a really
That's
weird.
cool.
It's a crazy
that's
concept.
cool.
It's
That's
a cool
lame.
concept.
No,
It's a
no,
cool
it's not
concept.
That's
lame.
lame.
Why is
It's a
it
cool
lame?
concept.
You gotta fight your clone.
It's
Kind of cool.
I don't know why.
It
Like
reminds
now
me
that
of
I'm
like
saying it
one.
out loud, like why can't they both live? I guess because the other one already took over your life and you want your life back. So it's
Okay,
like
but where do they fight?
they have like a football field with like weapons on the table and they're just it's like it's like legalized. It's the legal way for someone to continue that life because you've been training this person and take over your life and they've learned everything about you and they met your family, but now you're not going to die, so you want your life back, but that clone also wants to live now, so
Yeah.
they're like, just kill each other, one of you has to die.
Bro, that sounds so horrible.
I know it does. Just watch the movie. I think it's worth a watch. It's not very highly rated. It's like around a 6 right now, so
Holy crap. Oh
yeah, I
wait.
mean,
Oh, like your rating?
no, it's
Like out of
the
10 or
consensus or
Rotten
whatever.
Tomatoes?
Like the IMDb right now is like
A
5.8,
6?
5.8 or something.
Out of 10, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I would say just try it.
It's a
I
good
think
Sunday
it's
movie.
worth a watch. It's kind of funny because it's not completely serious. So there's
I
some
hope
funny
not.
stuff that occurs, and then there's some action, not much, honestly. But it's a strange little movie. I think it's different. I think it's fine. I think it was good. It was worth a watch. I also watched Love, Death, and Robots. I like this season
Yes.
better than the last one. I'll say that much.
Really?
Yeah, the last one I enjoyed, but I wasn't enjoying it as much as season 1. And then I have to say this one I really liked a lot. So hold on, my dog is trying to do something. Hey, she's climbing under the washing machine.
Hey, washing machine.
Get over here. Get out of here.
Get-
Okay. Here, she's gonna talk. She's gonna look at the screen while I talk.
Oh, hello. Hey,
Okay.
Benny. How are
So you talk for me, okay?
you?
Okay, get out of here. All right. So anyway, I really enjoyed this season. I think it's season 3, right?
Yeah, season 3.
There was almost none that I didn't like, and there were some that are really amazing that I really liked. And then yeah, I just really enjoyed it, man. So definitely high recommendation.
What would you say is your favorite, and then your least favorite out of season 3?
The last one is my least favorite, even though I could see the art in it.
What was the last one?
The golden dancing one in the water.
Oh, that was the first one, wasn't it?
No, that was the last one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Okay.
That was not the first one.
First one
Okay.
was the funny robots who make jokes and
Oh,
are
I
animated.
watched that in order. I kind of picked the ones I would like first, so I didn't watch them.
I really
You failed.
enjoyed the Cthulhu one and the. No, actually, my favorite was the crab. That was incredible. Like I really enjoyed it a lot. So I was floored by that one. Okay, so that's really good. Definitely watch that. It's on Netflix. Watch all 3 seasons right now.
Before you move on, real quick, Manny, did you get a chance to watch the rest of the season?
I have not.
Okay, so we'll move on then.
Okay. Yeah, you should do it. All right, 3 more. I'm gonna be quick. All right.
Take your time. Don't worry about it.
Jurassic Dominion. I enjoyed myself. The kids enjoyed it. There were definitely some parts that I thought were just a waste of time, and the order that things were happening I thought was weird. And I also thought that the old cast didn't get enough time to do things with the new cast. I don't want to give things away or spoil anything, so that is all I will say. But I did enjoy it. Probably around a 6 for me. I don't know, maybe yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Can you elaborate more why it was a 6?
Well, it lost a lot
I
of
don't think
points
you
for being
can.
too long and not focusing on the right things in my mind.
Mhm.
But I thought there was that when the action did happen, I was enjoying myself, so I had a good time.
You know what? I kind of want to stick on this play for a second because since you both saw it, what was your expectation, or what type of movie do you want to see from, like, if they redid it with your input, what would you want to see from this movie?
I'd say cut 30 minutes and spend more time in the final act with more interaction with the old and new cast. That's my only really note that I want.
All right. How about you, Manny?
I would take away the main concept, not the concept, I'm sorry, the main plot of the movie. I would completely rip that out.
Mhm.
So you'd make a
I
totally different movie then.
I would. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because that, yeah, no. It didn't feel like a Jurassic World movie to me, Jurassic Park movie. I would have it more interactive with humans and dinosaurs and how humans adapt to that. They kind of hinted at it a little bit, but it wasn't big enough. Yeah. Hopefully the new Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous season, which is going to tie into this,
Mhm.
hopefully it'll make the movie better, but I doubt it. It's a kids show, so I doubt it will.
Yeah, there's no way it can do that.
No,
Damn.
not really. Not
No,
really.
it's
But
not
no,
that in that way,
I would
but
completely make it.
Okay.
yeah.
Would you I guess, like, just for context, which type, like, what would you model it after? Which other Jurassic Park movie?
The Lost World.
Lost World. Okay.
The
Okay.
Lost World is what I thought this was going to be
Okay, gotcha.
to a certain degree.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense actually. And even that movie, it's only really the final act where we get what you thought was this movie going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
was
went in
curious.
without watching anything. I think that helped me and no expectations because I was already out by the second one.
Hmm.
So I mean, I wasn't looking forward to it at all.
I mean, I didn't really watch anything either. I saw the prologue, but that's like leading up to the movie. And then I saw there was Camp something, Campfire, Camp Rock. I forgot what it was. I saw that too, but yeah, that's really it.
Okay, that's cool. I was just curious because I don't think we talk enough about what we would like to see from something or fix something, and personally from our eyes.
Like
I was just kind of
constructive
curious.
way instead of just saying this sucks, like with no context really.
Right, be more like I would be, or I think maybe this, like maybe this movie should have been an action movie or something like that, or maybe change a couple of things. Just kind of put our input.
It's a good point. Yeah.
So, I was just curious.
Sure. I didn't want to say much because I didn't want to spoil. That's why I was kind of trying to be vague.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you can be vague and still kind of go into things in depth without giving key things away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, totally. Proceed, sir. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I saw Top Gun Maverick with you.
Hell yeah.
I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of fun. Really, really good. I give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, man, it was just so good. It was weird because it's got to be hard to make Maverick a likable character because the guy is just a jerk and stuff like that. And I think they humanized him. They made him feel like a real person, which I was not expecting at all. And I like the way they handled the new cast. Like they didn't take over the movie, but they also weren't completely annoying and useless. So there was a good balance of everything. The action scenes were completely incredible to me. I really enjoyed them. They did a good job of explaining the mission to you so that when the mission happens, you understand exactly what needs to happen and what could go wrong and why this is difficult, stuff like that. So I can't say enough good things. I really like the movie.
Yeah, I will definitely say that it was nice to see like the cast mirror the original cast. Hangman in the new one is basically Iceman. He's a cocky son of a bitch who's really good at what he does.
Yeah. I ended up liking him way more than I thought.
Yeah, like I absolutely adore the new crew, and I hope they get a sequel and focus a little bit more on them a little bit.
Yeah, sure. I liked them.
Because the Tom Cruise story I think is good, but I definitely would love to see more of them and Tom Cruise, obviously.
I think they've kind of done what they can with his story, so it would be cool to switch.
Yeah, I think there's still room for like new stories, but kind of still keep it like have Maverick in there, just to bring in the old fans.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And yeah, like I think like I explained last week, it like the movie the synopsis is very simple, but it is a lot of heart in this movie, a lot of story, a lot of really like good character stuff. Like there's no one I hate Hangman, but only because he's so fucking good at his job, and that man looks like. Like Thor, like he just looks perfect. Like I hate you.
Oh yeah. Immediately hateable. Yeah.
But he is also a good character too. Like they're all great characters, and it's a very likable movie with a lot of likable things in it. Like I don't hate anything about it.
Yeah, man. I was at the end when it ended. I was like, "Is this a 10 or something?" I'm like, because I don't know. I was just enjoying it. I mean, there was not a point in the movie where I didn't like something, so I was enjoying the whole thing.
Yeah, I was shocked, very shocked how much I fucking love this movie.
Yeah, fantastic.
If you're looking for a good blockbuster movie, this is something you need to watch in theaters, 100%.
It was worth whatever Tom had to go through to not have it released on streaming, because yeah, man, he was right. Whatever he was saying, he's right.
100%, yes.
And there's not enough aviation movies, so.
Sucks I guess because I'm gonna see this on Monday, and I plan on seeing this on Monday, and unfortunately, it's not in IMAX anymore, so I'm kind of upset about that.
We didn't catch it in IMAX, but do.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
At least do Dolby for the audio.
If you can,
I don't think I can because it's already like an old movie.
We didn't see it in that either, so I mean, we still enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh no, we didn't, did we? Yeah.
No, we didn't do anything special. We still liked it a lot, but it would be amazing to have that, of course.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. But I think in theaters is definitely this. You got to watch this one in theaters.
2 out of 3 nerds approved. Ding.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly the third, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going in with high hopes now. So
Yeah, I hope we didn't hype it too much.
everyone's hyping it though.
I know, that's the
That's the
thing.
crazy part.
Like
Everyone's
nobody
hyping it.
doesn't like this movie.
Yeah, it's. I think. Well, last time I checked, it was like it made 700 million so far,
Wow.
which is good for that movie. It's like hell yeah.
Oh, she's trying to climb under again. All right, hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
She don't give up. I finished Stranger Things, which I'm assuming you guys did. I really, really enjoyed it. Way more than I thought. There she is again. Hello.
Hello, Penny. Don't be afraid to go a little more in depth with it because we didn't go super in depth. We kind of kept it vague, but we did talk about things we liked and stuff that maybe because if I remember correctly, I think we said the first 4 episodes were so tight and good, like it made us really invested to watch it. The last 3 they're good, they're fine, but they weren't as good as the first 4. But overall, it's a good series. So
Yeah, I agree. I think they built up the prison thing way too long.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I don't think that had a good whole season.
The prison thing with Hopper.
Yeah, I mean there was some breakage where like developments occurred, but I don't know. I felt like it was like just waiting so long for things to finally occur.
I feel like that was the 11 stuff.
That too. There was a little too much of that, like retreading ground. But I guess we learned something new about her past and stuff like that.
Sure.
I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of it. So there are complaints, but overall, I had a great time watching it. I wasn't expecting to because the previous season the characters were kind of annoying me. So I was not necessarily like jumping for joy that this was coming out.
Yeah, it's true. You're like, oh man, blah. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, and they proved me wrong. Duffers were like, "Shut up, dude. You're an idiot."
Hey, sit down, be quiet.
Like, this is why you like this, you idiot.
Did you
Like,
have a
sorry,
favorite
Duffers.
favorite episode that kind of popped out at you the most? The ones that you were like, ah, this is awesome.
Just episode 1 because I was going in with not much enthusiasm. So after that one, I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be good," and I was glad. I was like, I want this to be good. I want to have a good time. I don't want to hate it, and then just have something else that I like ruined. So
yeah. Were there any new characters added or anything that you really enjoyed, or maybe you thought you weren't going to enjoy as much this season?
I didn't like the new surfer guy or the whatever, and I thought Charlie, I believe his name is, Will's brother.
Oh,
yeah,
Will?
He turned into too much of a like loser stoner that I was just like, this dude like, I liked him before and now I don't like it. The same thing happened with who's the skinny kid, the wolf-haired kid. God darn it, I suck. I'm the worst fan ever.
No, the names are I can't remember any of them.
Mike? No.
Mike. Well, why am I so stupid?
Mike.
And the last one, Mike was really on my nerves. I was like, dude, this kid is just annoying the hell out of me. Like, I just, but he was better in this one, I think. Oh, and what's his name? The karate expert. He really like, he had
I
me
love him.
laughing so much.
Yeah.
It was fun. So it was just so funny that he starts whooping people's asses for real, and he's like, he's surprised by it. He's like, whoa.
No, I don't know. I don't think he was surprised.
No.
I think the first time he was like, "Oh shit, it worked," but
then he
he's
gained
like,
confidence from that, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I can beat people's ass for real."
You think so, huh? I thought he knew what he was doing. It was so refreshing that he actually could kick some ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
like
funny.
how much they hinted at that. It's so refreshing that he actually.
That was
could
actually
do it.
funny. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. I mean, I just enjoyed the show. So I really like. Oh, the one I really like is Eddie Munson.
Yeah.
I love that actor. I think he did really cool stuff. Like when the introduction to him at the lunch
Eddie?
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really liked him, but I felt like he got sidelined for a long time, and
Sure.
then he didn't get much chance to shine that much. So that's one that I wanted to have more happen with him, but I can understand why. It makes sense and everything.
Yeah.
I ended up liking Max more because I always
She was great.
to me she was annoying. Where I was like, just get out of here. Like I don't want you in this. Like this isn't about you. Like stop trying to get in here. I don't know.
can't believe she showed up in season 2, dude.
Yeah.
Like she's legit part of the
Cast,
group.
Yeah.
And I never considered her part of the group, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Which I
but no,
think
she's
why
been around.
this. Yeah, which I think episode 4 was so good because like you always felt that for some reason. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like I never felt like she was part of the group, but that was by design. Then season 4 or episode 4 this season really kind of like puts it into like perspective, I guess. And it's like, okay, she had a great arc. I thought her arc in this one was
Oh
great.
yeah, and then she had that great scene where she had the
Yes.
music and everything.
Yeah, fantastic scene. My God, that was great.
I was like, yeah, I don't know, that was good, great show. Last one. I watched it last night. It's called Spiderhead.
Okay.
It's on Netflix.
That's the Hemsworth one.
Yeah, the Hemsworth one.
Oh, okay.
It's actually I just learned it's from the director of Top Gun, Maverick.
Oh,
So kind of explains why Miles Teller's in it, I think.
Oh,
He must have enjoyed working with him, and he
Teller.
put him in the movie. What do you call it? It's definitely worth a watch. It is a good movie. I enjoyed it. It's a little bit. No, I wouldn't say it's out there. It is definitely worth a watch. I mean, there are some funny moments. There's tense moments. There's interesting kind of philosophical questions that are posed without posing them in a way where it's annoying, where you know what I mean, like where they're going into it too much or spelling it out too much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get
Kind of like even like a day later, like a random thought will come to my mind where I'm like, that movie was trying to kind of maybe not explore it, but it was just an interesting idea. So I think it's worth a watch. It's entertaining. Definitely give it a shot, I think.
What would the genre fall under? I guess I don't know if you said it, but
Man, that's a good question.
Sci-fi?
Yeah, like a sci-fi mixed with something. I don't know what it is.
something.
It's not like there are thrilling moments, but it's not like a thriller. That's just, I guess, yeah, like a sci-fi is a really kind of a good way to put it.
That's the way to put it.
Because there's a sci-fi element that, that it's like near future.
Yeah.
And it's like possible and stuff like that. And it plays a big role. So I think that's a good one.
Would you say maybe fantasy sci-fi or hard sci-fi?
No, I would say, well, I don't know.
Or maybe like a middle ground somewhere.
Middle. It's not hard. It's not hard sci-fi.
Okay. Okay, cool. I was just
So
kind of gauge it because like I just heard of it like a couple of days ago. Like I saw the title somewhere, but I never saw a trailer or anything for it. So
yeah,
I just want to know more about it. Cool.
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of things, but that was it. I'm watching a lot of movies lately. They're all actually getting good now. And I have my tickets for Minions, and I have my tickets for Thor.
Minions.
So yeah, I've been more in the theater and stuff too, which is good because there hasn't been a lot to watch, I think, for a while. So
it feels like it for sure.
Yeah, so it feels like I'm there more than I ever was for the last few years.
Yeah. I was thinking about that today too because Monday I plan on seeing Maverick, and then like Thursday or Friday I kind of want to go see Black Phone.
Oh yes, I want to see that movie.
So that'll be the first time that I'm in there 2 times in a week.
Nice.
Since pandemic, if that happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do your best.
Yeah.
You'll have a great time.
Hopefully.
That poster
Hopefully
looks.
Was great.
Yeah, that poster looks amazing. Like I was just like, what in the hell is it? Like immediately you're like, whoa, what the?
I still don't even know really what the movie's about.
I don't either.
I don't even want to read about it. I have an idea.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure.
I want to see Hawk in there because he's becoming
he's
favorite for me now.
He's amazing. He like even when he doesn't have to try, he tries his ass off. He does the absolute best in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in anything he does, it's great.
Yeah.
I think I saw the trailer last year, like December or November or something, and I've been dying to see it. It was supposed to come out 2 months earlier or something like that. It got pushed back, so I'm very excited to see it now.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out, so I'm excited. If that's it for your nerd house, right, Frank?
Yeah, I'm all done.
let's toss over to Manny for his nerd outs.
All right, I'll toss it back over to you, Sonny, because I don't have any.
Okay, no, that's
So
cool.
a storm hit my around my house.
Oh, man.
I think Monday or something like that, or Tuesday.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
yeah, it was pretty bad. So my whole nerd out week was just taking care of
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
Getting the power up and going again, taking care of AC units. So
Damn. Sorry to
kind
hear
of
that.
going up. Nah, it's all right. It happens.
I know. It sucks.
But
though.
yeah, that I don't really have a nerd out.
Oh, no, that's cool. It's all good. I got this. I got this. So I'll go ahead and start my first one. My first nerd out. Like I hinted at. Well, not hinted. I basically just blurted it out. And, I watched season 3 of Atlanta from FX, or I think FXX.
Oh, what the heck? I didn't know that was available.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the all
Season's done,
the
apparently.
yes, the season's done, so all the episodes are up on Hulu now.
Oh my
for you to
god. What the hell?
watch.
Like a 3-year wait? How long does it wait?
It was a 3 years, so like 2.5, something like that. It was a long
Christ.
time. We were only supposed to get 2 seasons, but they convinced them to do 2 more. So
I've been thinking about airports for years.
What? Airports?
Yeah. You know,
Maybe,
the ending of the,
Season 2.
Maybe I forgot the ending of season 2.
Oh,
yeah, it was good. It was a good episode. It was a good cliffhanger. So this season, I think more than the other ones, definitely. I don't know what's the best way to put it. Well, I guess maybe social issues or social awareness of things. Definitely heavy on that. What's it like to be black in foreign countries, but also what it's like to be an American in like a foreign country, because we tend to look at Europe. A lot of people maybe don't know anything. It's like, oh, there's those weird people that do these weird things. They have weird accents and they have weird traditions, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it a lot of that touches on this in this season, and there's a lot of trippy episodes in here. There's one where Paperboy kind of goes to this tea shop with his friend, not Ern, the other one. I always forget his name. The guy from Thank You for Waiting, or something like that. Or anyways,
yeah, I just don't remember his name.
Yeah, the stoner friend that's always high and has
like
all the
doing weird
yeah,
experiments.
doing weird shit. So they go there. They have this tea. They have this tea. It's a special herb thing or mix, whatever it is, and he gets fucked up, and he has like this, kind of like this crazy trip throughout Europe, and like I think they're in Amsterdam, and he has like these really trippy dreams, and a lot of the imagery is really crazy in that episode. Is definitely more on the fantastical side. Liam Neeson shows up in it for like a cameo. It's crazy. It's such a weird episode, but it's good. It depends on what you feel. If you're kind of tired of having things shoved down your throat, maybe might be the season for you. But I did enjoy it a lot. It was cool to see it in kind of done in this way. I don't want to go through every episode to kind of explain things, but I think 2 of my favorite episodes. One, I forgot what the episode's called, but it's one where Paperboy gets done with a concert and someone steals his phone, and they notice that there's this one guy hanging around the back, and they kind of interrogate him, and it's a great scene, and like a great the line at the end, the very last line is great. I think it was really cool. It was just kind of cool to see them interact and kind of talk to this kind of with this kind of weird kid. He's like he's fucking with them, but he's innocent, or is he? We don't know. And it's like he's clearly being a dick about things, but it's because he just wants to be around them. We don't know. It was really cool. Like it felt kind of like a cop episode where they got the killer, and they have to get him to confess in the next 5 hours or the person dies, type of feel. So it was a good episode. And then the other episode I really liked. Let me get the wording right. It's Rich Wigger, Poor Wigger. It's basically it follows this. He's mixed. He's half black and half white, but he identifies more with his whiteness than his black side. And Kevin Samuels makes an appearance in this episode. If you follow anything on YouTube or stuff like that, he has a like a little part in that episode, where he goes, "Hey, I'm paying for all the college for college for all the students who are black." So he goes there and he kind of, and there's a lot of these questions of like duality and like like he's conveniently black when he works for him, but he's white for most of the time, and kind of what I mean. It's a really good episode. It's all done in black and white. There's a, and again, weird to say, but for Atlanta it's normal, like a really intense action scene in there as well with flamethrowers.
Jesus.
It's so cool. It's a really good episode. I think it's done really well. The pacing was good. The last episode too is really pretty interesting. The last episode follows the baby mama of Ern. I forgot her name because they're not together anymore and they're not married. So she's just baby mama, I guess. I forget her name. She has this crazy story that happens to her.
Right.
That one. Yeah, overall, I really did enjoy this season. I think season 2 is my favorite so far because of the Teddy Perkins episode alone. That one is like my favorite episode. Like probably top 5 episodes in general, TV in general. I just absolutely adore that episode with all my heart. It's fantastic.
It's really unsettling sometimes. I was like,
that's why I loved it too. It was so weird, unsettling,
Yeah.
and just like that. Like the man can do music, he can direct, he can write, he can act. The man's a quadruple threat.
Yeah.
But this season is solid too. If you can get past again like the social stuff, because again it's not like it's shoving down your throat. It's just shit that happens. But sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable. Actually, a lot uncomfortable. But that's kind of sometimes you need to watch stuff that gets you kind of like scratching your skin, like because it happens.
But that's
Life
what
sucks.
Atlanta was, wasn't it? That's always like it always has that little.
I mean, yeah,
piece
but
of it.
I feel like this one definitely it leads into it a little bit more for season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a really good season. It's very artsy, which again, not in a bad way, like pretentious. It's just like the man knows how to direct, or who I don't know if he did all the directing or if he brought in other people, but like everyone was just on point in this season.
I'm glad it was good after so long.
Yeah, there was.
I know
I want to say there was a lot
of.
I want to say there was a lot of hype because I think people kind of forgot that. Oh yeah, I forgot, and they're working because I think it was only like a year ago, a year and a half. They're like, yeah, we're filming season 3 and 4 back to back. So
Yeah, what's kind of crazy to me is the amount of roles that those people have had since this show started. I'm like, Jesus, they've really been in a lot, man. Like since this show.
Yeah, some hits, some good stuff, but yeah, I mean they're working and they're all really good actors. So whenever they pop up, I want to see them. So
I mean, I didn't think Paperboy would be in like a Marvel movie and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, that's right. The Eternals.
Yeah,
I still have to see that. Jesus.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I will eventually. It's just I have to be in the mood to sit down and watch it and be like, okay, let's do this. But
yep.
I definitely give a must. I mean, if you've seen the first 2 seasons, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't watch season 3. I think you would be doing yourself a disservice if you don't.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, so it's all the episodes are up on Hulu now. Go give it a watch, and the other 2 seasons are up there as well. So if you haven't watched it, start watching the show. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It is a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on from that, my second nerd out is the new movie that came out, I think last week, Friday or something like that. Interceptor with.
That sounds familiar. I think I almost watched that last night.
Do you remember the Brazilian cop lady from Fast and Furious 5?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
she's
that Hemsworth's wife?
Yes, you know what? That actually explains a lot about this movie. I won't spoil anything, but watch it and you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. So this to sum up this movie in a nutshell.
Okay.
She is a decorated officer in the military. She is kind of being punished because she accused, rightfully so, because he was a piece of shit, a general of trying to sexually abuse her, and she gets like blacklisted and she gets sent back to her old job, which is working on a oil rig that handles all.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
I don't know. And
I fucking was gonna say it. I swear to God.
on an oil rig where they have all the missiles that can shoot down a nuke before they hit the United States. And she shows up first day of the job. A bunch of terrorists show up and go like, "Hey, we're taking over!" Ha ha ha. The majority of the movie takes place in the control room, so it's a pretty like bottleneck film. There are a couple other locations, but it's not much. The majority of the action takes place in there. I think the movie's only like an hour, 35 minutes. It's a very B movie. It's very basic, very more like action. Let's kind of show these big personalities doing things and all that kind of stuff. It was a good watch. I enjoyed it. What I watched in theaters, no. But
Yeah.
on Netflix, yeah, I think this is like a perfect thing for Netflix. It's a little action film you can throw on in the background or watch it, and I don't think you'll be necessarily disappointed. Again, don't go in expecting Extraction or John Wick or
I was
something
gonna
like that,
say.
or like a Jackie Chan film, but it's like something you would see like on TNT on Sunday.
Okay.
Just a little
Get
action
that vibe.
film. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
cool. She was good in it. I thought she handled the action stuff really well. Sometimes some people, like Tom Hardy just looks like he can kick your ass, and like he's good in action stuff. And then you get other people that like try too hard.
Yeah.
I thought she was able to pull it off really well. I
Okay.
do like her. I do like the character is very determined. There's some stuff where like movies are like, oh, I'm gonna shoot your dog if you don't open up the door. Oh, please don't open up the door, and they kill my dog, so they cause
Yeah.
more problems. I was very surprised at how she like stuck to her guns in this movie. I'm like, damn, you are dedicated, because if she doesn't, all the United States dies. So it was
The
like
stakes are high.
it's not time to be selfish.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
there's
I
a
had
lot
to
of
do that.
moments in movies where it's like, well, come on, dude. Like, you really wasn't there? No, I don't think it was in Stranger Thing, but it was something I saw recently where they broke somebody really easily, and it was like, do you not understand the stakes here, man? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's like the world will die, sir. But my cat, no, the world will die.
Yeah, what don't you get here, man?
Yeah. So it was again like the acting is not great by any means. It's fine, but the action is good. Surprisingly, really done well. It moves decently. Like I said, I didn't hate it at all. I enjoyed it. So if you're looking for something like a fun little Sunday afternoon movie to pop in, you're bored and nothing to do, or you just clean the house, go ahead and pop it on. And if you want to have a beer or two with it, it's good. So,
Okay.
might not be the highest recommendation for some people, but I would say check it out.
Nah, there's time for that. I mean, there's certain movies where, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So, So there's that movie. I also started on Netflix. All of Us Are Dead, the Korean zombie horror drama show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only halfway through the first season. I'm through the first 6 episodes. Kind of like Stranger Things, these episodes are long.
Yeah, they're long.
Like I'm not talking about like a movie like like a TV show hour where like there's like really 45 minutes with commercials.
No.
This thing is like an hour, over an hour every episode.
And it's
long.
dense. It's like just
It's super dense.
so much talking and like so much stuff. Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's long, so be prepared for that. And there's 12 episodes, so there's a lot. But there's also a lot of characters, so it's not just 12 episodes on focusing on like 2 characters. It's a lot of different things going on. But be prepared for another slog of a show.
Plus, they're making more.
Yes, season 2 was greenlit, so I haven't finished it, so I don't know if it warrants a second season. But the first 6 episodes I've seen so far for this show, I've really enjoyed. I love zombie stuff, and the zombie stuff here is great.
Yeah.
The action is fantastic. The makeup, the way I don't know what they're hiring, like contortionists or like Circus Olay type of people, but they move in here and it looks painful and it looks like just like it looks
it's actually
bad. It
pretty
looks
good.
awesome.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Very cool. The action is, like I said, the action is great. These from the few from the movies I've seen, like Old Boy, Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. I saw The Devil, the LC, Squid Games, and this. They really know how to make a bad guy. I hate certain people in this show. I hate them. I hate them.
Oh yeah.
They're
I know
really
what you
good at
mean.
that. They're really good at that.
Yeah, they
It's
actually really
great.
are.
And I like the way that the zombies were born here and like the backstory of why they happened. I thought it was really cool. I think they explained that in episode 5. Kind of like the scientist explains why he did it, where the inspiration came from. It started off as good intentions, like most science stuff happens, or well, I won't say most, like most is out of bad experiments, but he's trying to do something good for somebody, and it literally bites him in the ass. And I thought that was really cool.
That's a good
And
point.
and again, like how and like where he got the idea from, and how he kind of like got the idea inception to his mind to be like, let me try to do this. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, you know what? I never saw it that way. And then there's a great scene where we see one of the kids turning into a zombie, and like you see him hallucinating, but everyone else just sees him like freaking out and screaming and like twitching. But we see in through his eyes, he's trying to have a conversation, and it's really
Mm.
cool. I'm like, that's we don't get to see that a lot, like the eyes, like seeing it through the zombies' eyes as they're transforming.
Wow, that's
It's
cool.
really it was great. I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a
The,
cool concept.
yeah,
I saw
this
it so
show,
long ago that I forgot about that.
yeah, this show is it's not reinventing the wheel, but it's doing different things with the zombie stuff that like, okay, it feels fresh, it feels new, and again, you obviously have people dying and getting bit and like great like scenes like that. But yeah, like again, like all that kind of stuff kind of separates it from like just another average zombie movie or show. Just like, oh, it just happened one day because a fungus or someone ate some bad cat food, and it's like, oh, okay,
That's a good point.
there's this reason why it's happening and how it goes.
Yeah.
So the first half of the season I'm really enjoying a lot. We'll see how the last 6 episodes go, but I'm
I
thoroughly
think it gets
enjoying it a
better,
lot.
to be honest with you.
I hope so. This is really good because like and this one I've heard people talk about it. I just didn't have time to watch it, but I sat down and started it. And now I want to keep going with it.
Yeah.
Just like Squid Games, where I'm like, okay, I'll watch this, and it just kept grabbing me and grabbing me.
Same
And I
here.
was like,
Yeah.
let's go. I'm all the way in now.
But you gotta, I think if you try to binge this show, I think you're
Oh,
gonna
no.
end up not liking it as much because it's
Yes.
just gonna be so long for you, and it's not that kind of show, in my
No.
opinion.
Yeah. If
It
you
doesn't
can, I
lend
would.
it to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say at best watch two episodes a day if you can. Like at
Yeah.
best two episodes a day.
Yeah.
Don't try to cram in the first 4 episodes on one day because
No.
and I'm not kidding. It's at least a little over 4 hours to watch all that.
Yeah.
So
It's not
break it up.
worth it. You're not gonna enjoy it the right way.
Yes. So it's
So
been really good so far. And again, like, and there's a twist that's going on. And I'm like, what the hell? Like you just keep pulling shit out of your ass, and it's working. So it's really cool, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm thoroughly enjoying this. It kind of like got me back in the zombie mood because I always love zombies. It's one of my favorite like horror like genres. I don't really talk about that much because a lot of it's shit, but the good stuff is great.
Yeah. No, I
And
hear you.
so like every time I see some like great zombie movie, it makes me want to go back and watch all the good stuff again, and just like just take it all in. So
Yeah.
so yeah.
Worth a watch.
Oh yeah. So far it has a high recommendation for me. Hopefully by
Better rewatch
next week I'll finish it hopefully, and I'll kind of talk about the rest of the series if it holds up, and if it's like worth like again watching 12 hours worth of a TV show. So far first 6 hours, fantastic, love it. Again, be prepared for a lot of dialogue and all this kind of stuff, but it is automatically dubbed, so you don't have to worry about that if you're concerned about that.
Yeah.
It's automatically dubbed for you. You don't
It's
have to go
so
to
much that I think you really should dub it unless you know the language.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You'll be reading for like an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of you can't like you either have to pay
look away.
attention or you have to, or you got to sit there and read because a lot of dialogue. So
A lot of dialogue and a lot more than one person talking at a time. So,
but it kind of helps because I guess when certain situations happen, you start to develop like theories of what someone's gonna do.
Yeah.
Because you've spent so much time with them at this point.
yeah.
So I think it's kind of good in that way. I'm trying to find the positive because honestly it's long, but I think it's worth sticking with because all the really action-heavy moments and stuff like that, they're worth it.
Yeah, it was great.
And then some of the story stuff that you're talking about, It's been so long that I kind of forgot some of that. So,
Sure.
but that stuff is worth it too when it does happen, or when like a reveal comes along.
Yeah. So far a must watch if you love zombies or just horror stuff or just good TV show.
Yeah.
So that's my recommendation. And I got one more, I guess. It was just a retro watch, I guess you would say. Evolution or Evolution with David Duchovny.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. And
The toothpaste movie, or no? What is it?
yeah, the
Mouthwash.
Head and Shoulders
Oh, Head and
Head and
Shoulders.
Shoulders movie. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is like I think it's like a homage to like the 50s era films of like alien invasion movies. It kind of has that feel to it. Small town gets hit by like a meteor, and this meteor starts to form its own life form and kind of like takes over, and these creatures start to come about, and it's really cool. So
Reminds me of the Boyega movie.
Where'd you watch this?
I watched it on HBO Max.
Is it on HBO Max?
I'm almost certain. If not, then it was Amazon Prime. It was one of those two.
Oh.
But yeah,
Just so you guys know, there's
Jeez.
there's like a $10 coupon that you can get from Amazon if you stream a show, listen to a song, buy something for $5, and something else. Borrow a book or something from Prime.
Wait,
So
you
if you
have
have-
to do all that?
Yeah, and it's super. I mean, dude, I put something on the background, wasn't even watching it for like 5 minutes, and got the credit for it. And then I listened to a song, didn't even listen to it. I just pushed play, and then I was buying something anyway for more than $5.
That
So,
makes sense.
and then yeah, so you can get $10 for if you do that.
Yeah, hell, you can put it towards something else. So yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
that's exactly it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've done less for like.
So if you're gonna watch,
I've done more for less. So
I've done less.
I've done more for less.
I've done
So yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy. You just just throw it in the background.
really easy, man. I mean,
But-
you don't. There's no effort here.
Yeah, so if this is on Amazon, there you go. You can watch there. If it's on Amazon, it might be on HBO, I think. But anyway,
Yep.
this was pretty funny movie still. Little dated with its stuff. It was kind of iffish at some points, but I did enjoy it. I thought the cast worked well together. The alien stuff, not the greatest CGI, but the look of it was different. It was cool. I really liked it. Like the whole concept of like, yeah, kind of like a type of block where this
Mhm.
rock lands, and it just starts to create its own ecosystem to take over the planet almost. It's like we're gonna, like, I'm here, we're gonna just build our own thing and make this our new home kind of thing. And I don't think it was like intelligent. That's just the way it operates.
It's like it's
in
nature or
our
something.
yeah, like it's nature, like it's in our atmosphere, and that's how it interacts with our world. It's just like, it's like a defense thing. We're like, well, I'm gonna build my own ecosystem.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
on
haven't
Kinda
seen
HBO
it since it
Max.
came out, so I gotta kind of interested in watching it again.
Yeah, it was cool. It's like, again, it's one of those things you put in the background, or something, like you're like a lazy day. You got not much to do. You really want to watch anything new. Kind of pop it on. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
What
It
made
was
you
good.
want to watch this?
I really liked it
Because
as
I
a
feel
kid.
like you had to search for it. So how did it come up that you wanted to watch this?
So I think what happened was I'm almost certain it's on HBO now, because
It is.
I was on HBO.
Yeah. it's on
And
HBO.
every now and then I'll go look at the last chance section, and then I'll look at the just added section. And I think this was
It's
just
an
added. I
interesting
think
way to look.
so. I'm
at
like, oh, I haven't seen that movie in years. I remember loving it as a kid, so I popped it on, and I was like, that's good. I still enjoy it. I think it holds up from my youth days as a young lad. It was good.
it. What are you,
Um,
Sean Connery or something?
yeah,
The young lad.
young lad. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. I give it a recommendation. If it's not a must see or anything like that, I don't think it's a classic, but it was good. I enjoyed it. And if you're looking for like a cool little sci-fi movie, go and pop it on.
Who's your favorite character?
Mm, What's his face? For life,
Orlando
man,
Jones.
I liked him, but no, the other guy. Remember the rundown?
Sean Austin.
Yeah, that guy.
Sean Austin.
Yeah,
Is that his
him.
name?
I just liked him. He was just a goofball. I was like, yeah, like I like you, dude. You're funny. So he was cool.
The
Orlando-
American Pie guy or what?
Yeah, Sean
Yes, there you
William
go.
Scott. Sorry,
There
Sean
you go.
William Scott.
There you go.
Oh, that's his name. Oh, yeah, I didn't know his name, to be honest. I thought you were right the first time.
Stifler.
Oh yeah, Stifler. Yes,
Stifler.
yes. Fuck yes,
Stifler.
Stifler. Yeah.
Perfect name for
Uh,
that character too.
Yeah,
Stifler.
you ain't kidding. That's funny. So yeah, check it out. It's on HBO Max now. I think
Is
it's
there a
worth
lot
a
of
watch.
comedy? Yeah, right. I think I
I
remember that.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
yeah.
been so long. I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's been a long
Forgot
time.
about this movie.
There wasn't really too much serious stuff in there. It was-
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. That's cool.
Orlando Jones was one of my favorite.
It was cool. Yeah. Like
The alien designs are pretty cool and they get
Mhm.
cooler. I think the last Alien, if I can remember, I haven't watched it in a long time. I think the last Alien's kind of weak, but all the other aliens like leading up, they're pretty cool.
yes, I agree. Yeah.
Hmm.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's my nerd outs for this week.
That's a lot, man. That's good though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well yeah. The Atlanta I was sitting on for like 2 weeks because I wanted to see if you guys watched it or not. But I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no.
There
Yeah.
was
so
like no
I
marketing
think-
for that because I didn't even know. I had no idea that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
available.
Yeah. I don't have cable anymore, so I didn't see any commercials or anything. It just popped up one day on Hulu. Like,
But-
oh shit. Mhm.
So they just dropped them all at once, or
No,
has
no.
it been airing
Week to
and
week,
now it's
yeah.
just there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they would. I think they do it like 2 days after it comes out. They put it on Hulu or like a day after or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with all their FX shows like Mayans and all that. So,
hmm Yeah, that's right.
so yeah.
I forget that there's still live television out there.
Me too.
It,
Seriously.
ain't it crazy? Jesus.
Yeah, isn't it weird? Like normally we'd be like, oh, it's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we do that now, but like Thursday 7 o'clock, I got a DVR it.
Yeah. or I remember
God,
doing it
DVR.
with
Oh my god.
VHS tapes. Like when I was like a kid. We would record stuff on VHS tapes and then take it to our grandmother's house and just watch them there.
Can you imagine? Like, I gotta be home.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna.
remember that.
You never
I
will
remember
because you won't
that.
see it. Yeah.
Or else I'm
No,
not
I gotta
gonna
go
get to
home
watch it.
now. I gotta
Yeah.
go home now.
Supernatural's
Evolution's
on. I gotta go.
Supernatural.
Hey, I watched that for 5 years straight, like week to week.
Oh, I did too. First
I
I
few
think the
seasons.
best part is that you would run into something. You're like, oh, okay, I'll watch this. Oh, it's coming on at this time. Oh, okay, and then you'll try to
Yeah.
keep
So it's
watching
like
it and all
limited
that.
options was kind of a good thing.
So at some points, yeah, because you
Yeah,
really had to
at some
focus on
point,
your
yeah.
thing.
I still remember like at Cartoon Network, Toonami at like 10 o'clock at night, Batman
Yes.
would come on, and then they actually played it in order. So if you kept watching it,
You just
you would
watch
get
it.
like, yeah, you would watch it how they released and all that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z
Oh yeah.
was
Yeah.
big.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember that. Man, I saw every episode on that. And then at some point, I would forget all that, and I would just buy the
Tapes?
movies. Yeah, and get
Oh
the
yeah.
episodes on there. Holy crap, that was expensive.
It was,
For real?
but
I think it was like 3 episodes in the
Oh,
yeah,
you
it was
wouldn't
like
get that
3.
many, right?
3 episodes, and it'd be like $15 or
Dude,
$20.
nothing would happen in those 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Nothing. I would be so pissed. Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's like not the show to buy like that in 3 episodes at a
No.
time.
But I would say I did appreciate that the side of the tapes were all like one part of like a big picture thing. So if you collected it all, it was really cool to have on your shelf. It would say like this is
Oh, that's cool.
the garlic saga, this is the Cell saga.
Really?
Because
Out of all the sagas, you choose the garlic saga
The
first?
garlic sauce.
the reason
fuck
the
outta
reason
here,
for that
dude.
is because those tapes were given to me for the first time where I had them like a physical copy.
I don't know how you still like Dragon Ball Z after the fucking garlic saga.
I don't think he's saying he liked them. He just said like
Well, I'm
the
just
size of
saying
the
he
box.
watched them. Did you watch Garlic Saga first and then everything, or was that given to you
I
after?
think Frieza.
Oh no, that was
first.
given to me afterwards. Yeah, I
Oh.
started. Yeah, I started around Cell Saga.
Wow.
No.
Cell Saga?
It was Frieza,
Yeah.
dude.
But
Because
no,
I came over to
oh,
your house and you were watching it, and I
was
like,
it? Maybe it was.
had
Yeah.
to be Frieza.
Maybe.
it was the
like-
first time I ever saw it, and then
'cause,
that
like, I
intro
watched-
just hits you like a son of a bitch,
Yeah,
like
it does.
the American one.
Oh, that thing.
I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what is going on, dude?
It's like, what is going on with my ears? What is
What are
this?
you watching? And I was like, I came over with a completely different picture of what was going to happen that day. And I saw that, and I was like, oh my God, nothing else is happening today.
What is this?
What
Lord
is
Jesus.
this?
that guitar was awesome. Dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun.
badass,
Wow.
dude.
Like,
Like-
yeah.
Like all of a sudden they start destroying jets and stuff. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why are
I
they
was
so
like, what?
strong, dude?
Like, what is happening?
He's like, I don't know. I just started watching. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Like,
yeah,
okay.
but like
Let's
yeah,
see
like
what happens here.
yeah, but the first taste I
See
was
what
ever.
happens here. Let's just nestle down
I know,
in
right?
here.
The way that I say it. Yeah.
So what happened was,
All right.
but
all right.
no, the Garlic Saga was the first tapes that were given. I
hate-
didn't buy them, but those were given to me.
My
So-
God. I hate that. That's where I officially learned about fillers. And I'm like, wait, why are we talking about Goku? Like, what? Gohan? All right, this is cool. All right, this is taking way too long. Okay, wait, hold on. We're with old Piccolo now? Oh, get out of here. What is
Yeah.
this? There's a dimension? No.
I think
I don't
Super
even
did
like
a better job.
Garlic.
Don't you think Super did a better job of all that?
Yeah, I think they did. I don't remember a lot of filler episodes
Not
like
too
I do-
bad,
like
honestly.
I do for Garlic.
There was like breaks and stuff, but it wasn't too bad though. Like you can't have saga after saga. You had to have a little break in between.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it was too much in Z.
I'm kind of
Well-
disappointed that I dropped it after like when I remember when Elena was born, I was watching Dragon Ball with her.
Yeah, you were.
Dragon Ball Z, and I'm kind of sad that I dropped it. I wish I could pick it up. I should.
Well, the fact that they had to make a Kai tells you something.
Yeah, but
there was
It's like,
they
dude,
they really
I mean-
cleaned it up a lot.
yeah.
I don't like the Kai though.
I haven't watched much. I just watched the first season.
Sure. I mean, I think it's hard to say because like obviously we watched. Well, I can't say the original, but we watched them when they aired here. Everything from like because I remember like instead of the movies coming out like buying them, they would put them on Cartoon Network first, like the movie about Goku's dad or Cooler.
Bardock.
Yeah, Bardock and all that kind of stuff. So like it was like an event. It was like Friday night at 7 p.m. Go watch the new
right.
Dragon Ball Z movie. It was like, oh shit.
The movies never made any sense to me. Like I was just like, this is
Yeah.
cool things are happening, but I'm like, I don't know what the hell.
I think my favorite one is probably the Cooler one, and I don't even know how I
Yes.
learned about that, but I saw
never
that
saw
at Blockbuster. And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God, I gotta see that.
I
He's
love Cooler.
Frieza's brother. Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
I love Cooler.
Totally
I know he gets shit on a lot. Like, yeah, Goku only had to go into Super Saiyan 1 to beat him. Like, yeah, but it was a movie. It had to end quickly. It was only like an hour or something long. Just
But
in
then
and out. It was a
I
good
think
filler.
in
But
Revenge of Cooler, I think he turned Super Saiyan 3.
yes, because he can like clone himself, and he's like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Is that the
Here
one
we
where you
go.
like? Is that the one where you like dragon punched him or something?
I think
That I can't tell you. I'm not sure. I just know that Cooler was one of my favorite characters and little like movies that came out, and then the Return of Cooler was good. Or yeah, and then the Broly movies were okay, but I really love what they did with the new one where he's like now canon, and I just really love that movie. The fucking like that thing made me fall in love with Dragon Ball all over again.
so. My question is, did we catch Dragon Ball when it was getting big over here?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it had already been big for like.
Yeah, Toonami
Well,
was
especially with the original series. I mean,
yeah, Toonami is single-handedly, I think, the reason why it's so popular here.
yeah.
Seems like that, the hands down, it's the reason why. And I think like the reason why anime over time came really still niche, but a lot bigger with U.S. fans because again they played like Yu Yu Hakusho. I think they played couple other like ones that are like classics.
There was some good stuff on there. I discovered a lot of good.
Yeah. So they,
Cowboy Bebop and
yeah,
Trigun.
Yes, Trigun. Yes, yeah.
I learned about
they
a lot
played a
of
lot.
obscure ones too that were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then surprisingly, also, I think they were imported. I think was it WB Kids, something like that, did they actually brought in a bunch of anime shows too, which kind of like opened your eyes. Card Captors, they actually did another remake on Netflix. It's like,
was that like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that or no?
yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, Metabots, Soul
like,
Captors.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like they brought a lot of anime shows over too here. It was like, damn, it's crazy.
I remember when you showed me Yu-Gi-Oh, like I was kind of done with all that, but then that for some reason kind of caught my eye.
Huh.
I think it was just the monsters. I like the monsters in it.
Yeah, it was cool. Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I was like, wait, what the hell is this? I was like, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Like dragon, hell yes, I'm in.
And I did something really stupid where like there was this thing in my garage. It was like a weird necklace. Not even a necklace. It was like a weird decoration and it had all these like pieces on it. It would look like really old, worn like metal.
Yeah.
And I put it on and I was like, look, Yu-Gi-Oh! Your dad was like, started laughing. He's like, shut up. Take that off and get over here.
That's awesome. I love it. We're fucking nerds. I love it.
That's funniest.
That's great. But yeah, I like I said, I think Toonami single-handedly made that popular here for us.
I miss that so much. I used to watch Adult Swim like every night in college, man. Like every night before bed. I just have it on and fall asleep all the time.
Aqua Team, Hunger Force, go.
Yep, that too.
Hey guys, it's me, Meatwad.
That's pretty good, Meatwad.
Thank you, sir. I love Meatwad. He's cool.
Frylock makes me laugh because he's trying to like be sane in an insane world.
Yeah.
It's just like
they had a great theme too.
So ridiculous. Yeah, that's kind of what does it sometimes. It's like so catchy.
What was the one? It was like Space Lab, something like that.
C Lab.
C Lab 20.
That was a weird ass one.
What was the
Bizarro,
one? There
Bizarro.
you go. Bizarro.
I love that one. That was like my favorite episode.
We used to say that shit all the time. Just
my god, what? I forgot all about that. Holy crap.
Bizarro.
Completely forgot about Bizarro.
That was weird. That was a weird episode.
That was a strange show.
It was. They're all weird, but it was cool.
Aqua Teen's weird too. I remember one episode. I couldn't stop laughing about Aqua Teen.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember which one it was?
So random. Where like Carl was upstairs, like on the phone or something, talking about something completely unrelated to what the episode was, and then Shake he flies through the window, like breaks it, he like repels through.
Yeah.
And he's like, Carl, look, I'm Batman. And for some reason, like the way he said it, and it was like 1 a.m, and I was like tired. I had like a long day, and just for some reason, the randomness of it like made me laugh so freaking hard. And I just kept watching that. I rewound it like a few times because I guess I had recorded it, so maybe I was watching a replay. But I remember rewinding it like 3 times and laughing like each time.
Oh, that was funny. I
really never got into it because it always like freaked me out how like weird it looked.
Yeah,
it's kind of.
I get that.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of pick up the first time, but
it is weird. Yeah,
it's good though.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Aqua Team Hunger Force when it came out. Like I think like those first couple seasons, I would watch it all the time. They're like, I just have a little downtime. Let's put an Aqua Team Hunger Force.
Dude, I like the tree one. Do you remember that one?
I remember. Oh, the more you tell me, the more I remember.
Oh my god! I know it's weird, right? Like
I want to see it now, and you keep bringing it up. Like yes,
I feel like I forgot all this, and then you start thinking about it. It's like you remember all this random crap.
Everything.
The spider one was good.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was weird.
That was a weird one, but it was creepy.
That was creepy. Like, yeah.
Did not like that one. It was scary, but it was like, it's just so weird. Yeah.
But it worked though.
It's from the old days.
Yeah, and then I think like the latter half of Adult Swim, where I think I stopped watching by the time. I think the last thing I remember watching was Super Jail.
Yeah, that was so weird. That was the weirdest.
Welcome to Super Jail.
But you know what? It got to a point where the weird shows were on purpose.
way too weird. Yeah,
like
it was
trying too hard to be weird, and it just
Yeah.
killed it. Like it was just like, okay, yeah, this isn't funny anymore. Like,
yeah.
is it?
It was
It's gone, right? That's no longer a thing, is it?
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think it is,
Yeah,
but like
I think
like
it
in a
is.
different
Because
form. I
I'm like,
think.
how
I'm
are
not
kids
sure.
supposed to learn? Like, well, no, that doesn't make sense. What I'm about to say, but I think it would be cool to like one day discover like My Hero or something like randomly.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
Discovery was
Which.
fun back then because all these shows I think you would never actually push play on these days.
Right. Yeah.
Like you'd scroll right by it, and
Yeah.
you know,
And actually, Toonami's back too. I think.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I think it's back as well. So, still going strong in some ways. I think it's like the fifth time it's been back, but it's
Jesus,
it's good because there's a lot of anime out there that I think people can still find that like no one's heard of. I
yeah,
think there's still plenty of stuff that they can just pull out of their butt and be like, "Hey, this is a really cool show. You need to be watching right now." So,
yeah. And I used to watch Death Note on there.
mm,
A lot of shows, man. There's a lot of good
yeah.
ones.
Oh yeah. So I think it's needed because it is cool to again to like explore something you never watch on your own. It'd be like not forces you to watch it, but like it can catch your eye. Oh, you know what? I'll be back next week to watch it. Or now I'm curious. I want to go out and find the other series or all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. Those were good days, man. I used to enjoy that a lot, just watching it at
yeah,
night like that.
I'm kind of
It's
happy I
harder
grew
to
up.
do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy I grew up as a kid in like the late '90s, early 2000s because during the day we were outside all day, you know, playing baseball, softball, tag, all that kind of stuff. And then at night when it was
Yeah.
dark, we all just rushed inside and play games and watch, TV shows and talk about like Dragon Ball Z while playing Bloody Roar, eating pizza, going to bed at like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And just it was, like we kind of had the best of both worlds where we were out all day. And when the sun was out and when the sun was down, we were just gaming all night.
Yeah.
So it was
And
fun.
then we were like, I think one time we were still playing, and your dad was like, "You guys are up already?" I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
like up. We mean
we never went to bed, dude.
we never shut our eyes.
We never went to bed. This
So,
is crazy."
yeah, man, that was good times. It was
For
great. Simple times. Take me back to them place. Just for a weekend. But yeah, that was actually fun to kind of go back down memory lane there
Oh yeah.
because it just brings up a lot of memories.
Yeah. Good
So,
memories.
well, shit, we got one more thing to talk about before we call it a day today. No spoil. Well, we'll try not to spoil it as much as we can, but we want to talk about episode 5 of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Anakin does.
Spoiler.
Yes, eventually he does.
So this is episode 5. We kind of pretty much pick up right where we left off with episode 4. Frank, since you weren't here last week, do you remember episode 4 at all?
Yeah, I mean, I remember it.
What was your kind of your thought on that?
It was, I enjoyed it more than the others, I think.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
annoyed with the babysitting. And then
Mm.
the baggage stuff, I'm trying to get past it because I don't want to put too much into it where I'm like, well, that wouldn't have happened because this person said this in New Hope. And it's like, oh, I
Mhm.
just don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have that kind of stuff. So
Sure, that's fair.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, cool. So this one, like I said, picks up pretty much right after episode 4. So if you haven't seen it, obviously, well, why would you start at episode 5? Picks right up after that. Vader is awesome.
You don't say.
For as bad, I think overall as a lot of new Star Wars stuff has been, with the exception of Mandalorian and the Clone Wars show, everyone has been able to make Vader look really good, and he looks really good in this series so far.
Like Rogue One good or?
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
say so. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's especially
Past that now.
this
I
episode
love
was
in the
fantastic.
last episode where he was like, it was just interesting how weak Obi-Wan had become, and how he pointed it out and stuff like that.
Yeah. I love. I don't know if it's hard to say because like the mask obviously hides a lot of it, obviously, but
Yeah.
I think kind of like Pedro in Mandalorian, you
Mm-hmm.
can really see the hate in Vader's movement with Hayden Christensen in the suit. Like you can see like that calm, fiery rage within his body, and like the way he moves, it's like you can just see it. Like you can see what he's feeling, but like his voice is
Interesting.
not. It just looks really good. You could just like there's a lot of teams where they're like we found him. Like you just see it in his body. Like he's like finally I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. He's just
Damn.
like
Yeah.
just so full of hate. It's really cool to watch. I think it's really cool.
From my perspective, Jedi are evil.
I the whole concept of Jedi is so weird to me, the way they portray it. Like the only real Jedi is like, in my opinion, is Samuel Jackson, because he was like cold and calculated. He's like, listen, I'll chop your head off in a second. I have no ties to nobody. I got a purple lightsaber. I don't give a fuck.
He's like, I'm not playing with you guys.
He's like he's like the perfect Jedi, and like I don't want an army of those people. That's just terrible. But they're just cold calculated machines. Ugh. But Obi-Wan, I do like that he's starting to get his mojo back a little bit. I'm really enjoying that. Again, like I think he's knocking it out of the park. I still have a lot of
Obi-Wan
problems.
got his groove back.
Yes. I still think a lot of the actors around him is just it feels wooden or not a lot of life to him. It's just like meh. I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
I feel like the show overall is missing something and doesn't feel right. But Vader, Obi-Wan are the standout things that make this thing worth keep watching for. The action stuff, especially in this one, is really great. Again, I wanna go into detail, but we'll do that next week. But I love the way that they kind of show the way Vader fights and why he wins. I don't know.
Cockiness of Vader.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a spoiler because I know in the books and comics they go into how he fights. I kind of just want to bring that up, where the reason why he's so good is I forgot what the technique is called, but it's a technique that he uses in a fight where he basically incepts your brain, learns your weaknesses, and use it against you, and makes you unbalanced in a fight. And he's able to win the fight before he even starts.
So he's using the Force to do that while he's fighting?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like part Force, part dark Sith stuff. It's a certain technique that people can use in a fight, and you never want to use it against someone because then they know your weakness as well.
Oh.
So like that kind of explains why he loses to Luke in certain ways, because now they're both kind of like tied together. But it's a really cool concept. I don't know if they ever officially brought it in the canon, but like that's what he fights.
I don't know if it's in the comics.
Yeah. Yeah, so like it's just cool, like again, like his fear is intimidation, the way he could like he tears people down, just like he knows how to fuck with you, where like you become unbalanced, and he won already. The fight's over. You can try, but you're not gonna win. And Vader's just awesome, and he does that in here with a certain character. When you learn about the certain character's history, it's like he's been fucking with you this whole time. He knew. He's just like, damn you, Vader. He's so good.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's great. It makes Vader just even more of a badass, and that's why, like, again, as more I see him in this show, the more I just want a series of him. Like,
well, what's his name said he wouldn't be opposed, so I don't know if that's a hint.
I think we're gonna get it.
We're gonna have to.
We totally should.
If anyone needs it, it's him. I mean, we keep getting glimpses of him being a badass, but we don't have a full series dedicated to it. It would be amazing to see that someone has that kind of thing, because like the way that they shoot Vader is like ominous force, like this ghost, like death kind of just approaching you. The way that they shoot him, like the rest of the episode will not match when he's on screen. When he's on screen, it changes, like from the camera angles and the way it's shot. Everything is different.
It kind of explains like why he walks, like he doesn't really run towards anybody or anything like that. Like even if he's after them, he's just like, I'm gonna get you eventually.
I won't say it explains it, but it does kind of help with like the intimidation factor. of it, where like he never seems to be in a rush. He's never flustered. He's always very calculated. Everything he does, he's already thought 10 steps ahead type of thing. So it kind of helps. Like it's like, man, this man is walking. He's not running. Are we in trouble? He knows something I don't know. Oh my God, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
And so it just like everything he does is calculated, and it's so cool to see it like actually being played out here, like in like right in front of our eyes. Because like in the original, in the Ridge Tridge, Vader's cool. He looks cool, but you know they insinuate a lot of his badassery, and we kind of see it in little glimpses, but we never get to really experience it. Rogue One like gave us that opportunity to see him do something really cool, and then this series just builds upon on that more and more. So it's just really cool to see all that. I've been talking a lot, so I'll toss it over to Manny. I don't know if you have anything to add to that, or you want to kind of bring up your points, but
I can't really talk about it too much without spoiling it.
Sure.
Because that episode was badass.
Sorry about that.
But I think you hit everything on the head with it. This was I didn't think this was the show we were gonna get. This was completely for me out of left field, and I didn't think we were gonna get this much Vader in it.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
It makes that the show that much better. Like I think if we didn't have Vader in it and it was like someone else, or maybe just the Grand Inquisitors, oh my God, this would have been such a completely different.
Can you imagine how pissed
pissed
people would have been? Oh my God.
Well, they're pissed now, but yeah,
they're always pissed. I mean, yeah, I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of Star Wars fans. Like,
yeah, they're the worst.
I've been watching it in a bubble, like just my own thoughts. I'm not reading what anybody says.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm watching it for what I want. So that's what I've been trying to do. Just stick to that.
That's probably the best way to do it. It's hard sometimes to be not in a bubble when it's something you really enjoy. But it's like when you're like, I had no expectation. It helps just be like, I don't care. I just want to see it from my own eyes. It helps. So
let me see you with my own eyes. Those movies were like so impactful when I first saw them when I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
When I watched all three of them, I was just like, wow, I was really, really wowed by them.
Yeah.
It's nice when that happens again, you know. But when it doesn't, it's that's what sucks about Star Wars. It's like it has such a baggage.
A lot of baggage.
So much damn baggage. But no, I'm enjoying the show though. I can't say I'm not.
That's good. Vader takes again. My overall problem with the show, Vader helps elevate it to where like I'm gonna keep like I want to see what's gonna happen next because I think we have out of the 5 episodes he's been in 3 of them and heavily involved in some way, shape, or form. I think because it was episode 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so he's been in three of the episodes already, and he's been fantastic. So Vader is awesome. I love him.
I love how he just kind of showed up like right away, like in episode 2. Well, I guess they don't have much time. There isn't much time for all that.
Yeah,
can't be sitting around waiting.
Manny does speculate that there'll definitely be a season 2, or at least some kind of,
or at least a spin-off
successor. Yeah, or something that
do with the show.
Something because only 5 episodes, but it feels like nothing has happened. But a lot has happened, but it feels like nothing has happened.
That's kind of what I wanted to say at the beginning. I was like, it feels like nothing has really happened. I mean,
yeah, this is just a thing. Yeah, which I mean,
I think there probably has to be a season 2 because I mean, unless they're gonna time lapse it, I mean, Obi-Wan's not old yet, so there's a whole bunch of more story that you can kind of tell. Now, granted, it's kind of weird that he's off planet.
Yeah.
But I mean, he can run into Darth Maul again.
No, I expecting something like that.
I don't actually think he can.
If they can, again, move forward in the timeline, and they can, if they're not, well, then they're not afraid of doing the CGI face stuff. So I don't know, maybe make him look a little older. But
I don't think he could meet Darth Maul because I think Rebels kind of not
he wouldn't stand a chance at this point. I mean, he's
I mean, if you've seen it, but because when we see him when he meets Maul again, he's not this Obi-Wan. He's the one that we've seen in the Ridge movie, Star Wars.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that Darth Maul is in Rebels for a good amount. I just can't remember exactly where he's at in his timeline. And then ultimately, no, I guess Rebels is closer to episode 4 more than anything else. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, theoretically, they could, if they do a little, again, if they want to like do like a 10 years, 5 years, or however long it is from this to that, a jump in timeline, they could potentially do it. It is something that's not a realm of possibility. Do I want to see it necessarily? No, because I thought it was handled really well in Rebels, but I wouldn't be surprised if they want to bring that to live action too. So.
I'll see another battle between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan in live action. I know Darth Maul is like a crime syndicate. Man, yes. I forgot what his story was in Rebels.
Oh, well, he was.
I know he tricked Ezra and all that.
But I think by the time we get to Rebels, I think he's kind of like at the end, like he's been ousted everywhere else. He's just like on this weird, like journey on Tatooine. He's just like this weird mystical weirdo.
I don't think he's on Tatooine yet. He ends up on Tatooine, obviously, but I completely forgot.
He would be great for live action because I think almost nobody, or the masses have not. To them, he's long dead. He's there's no way he could be back and stuff like that.
Well,
so.
I mean, they like tease them at
Solo story.
Yeah, the Han Solo movie.
Oh, okay.
Han
Solo.
Han Solo. Which and it was funny because like I think I don't know if they brought Ray Park as the model and then they used the voice actor of Maul to do the voice. I don't know if it was like a mix of two of them, but that was kind of cool.
Like that.
It was some weird like mix and mash, but that was kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, with that much timeline to play with, I think they absolutely can do more with Obi-Wan. Do I necessarily want to see it? I don't know, but if it's more Vader stuff, yeah, I'll watch 100%. Because it's freaking Vader. So,
yeah. All right. Well, hopefully the next episode that we do this, we've watched Obi-Wan, and then we'll talk about both episode spoilers.
That's all good, man. Yeah, hopefully we can do the big spoilers on this and spoilers for the last episode. That'd be fun. So, you have anything else to add, Manny, or should we just call it there?
Okay.
I think we'll call it there, guys. Thank you for another episode. We were all together. The band was back together, baby.
Oh yes.
If you wish to listen to the audio portion of the podcast, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any podcast app of your choice. You can rate us and like us on Apple Podcasts. That'd be great. Thank you. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. 3 Nerds on a Sunday. No underscore, no hashtags, all that. Just 3 Nerds on a Sunday. You can find us that way. Any questions? Best way is probably on Instagram to get a hold of us. Oh, and this will be out Sunday, so happy Father's Day to all the nerd fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to you, Manny and Frank.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, of course.
Very nice of you.
Making the next generation of nerds. Why,
yeah,
good thing. So, until then, guys, thank you for listening to this episode, and we'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.